Well, folks, good afternoon and a pleasant welcome to Spoon TV. We are bringing you overview of the Gbarnga-Salayea, that is Gbarnga-Salayea Road construction. As you may have listened to the meeting that we just from attending, where the acting public works minister and Senator Steve Zago, along with other members from the Liberian Senate and the contractors, had a lengthy conversation as it relates to the ongoing construction of this road. Something that they confirmed that the construction is ongoing. So the news you've been getting in the media has to do with equipment that are made for the development of this road, were relocated to another county. So we're making our way to find out whether it is true that the equipment were relocated to another county. So here we are, and this is the compound of the contractors. So they are about to tell us whether or not the equipment were redirected to another county. So at times things you hear, you need to go beyond what you just hear. And they told us that this road construction is ongoing, and they were doing some, touching, and the complete work will start very soon. So we have just entered Chico's compound, and we're going to be finding out whether the equipment that were made for the construction of these Gbarnga-Salayea Road all the way to Manikoma were redirected. So we just arrived here at the compound, and we will have a team that will take us through to tell us the equipment, that is to show the equipment that are here. And we will also ask, though we listen to them, that those equipment that were brought here are stay here, and we got information that they were relocated to another county. So let us take our time, and we're going to give you more view.
They will come back on Kintuma Hill and do the grand finale.
So we have arrived here. This is the headquarters of Chico. Chico is the construction company that is charged with the responsibility of this road. This is the LOFA, that is the Gbarnga-Salayea Road. Salayea, I'm told they're going to continue from Gbarnga first. The first phase is from Gbarnga to Salayea, and then next will be from Salayea to Konya.
These are not all the equipment here. All right. We have the other one at the Palalakian. Palala is in compound.
Yes.
All right. So the way the project is arranged, we have a crossing point around kilometer 5 or thereabout, 24, right? So the central line where they have the quarry, because the same thing what we have after that system. So the viewer to move in both directions because we have kind of
on our lenses of political action, we don't see it from a technical side of it. So we're going to come on the ground and see ourselves so that we convey the message to our people. The ordinary man passing by to and through and don't see any action going on. They wonder, well, what is the road work? Then the pressure is brought on us, so we got the pressure and we brought that from here. We have inspected the African equipment. I will listen to the explanation offered by the consultant and I only have one question for you. You go for Ernest. After you have to be quantify the Ernest. So we look up to you. We look up to our people, see what you started, so that continually will be going to be engaged with you.
And one thing you said, and I think we take our responsibility to talk to our people. I was so glad that the donor themselves have agreed to offset government $30 million obligation. So the $1.3 million in this settlement should be our responsibility. And I agree with Madam Acting Minister when he said, while government is settling that, whenever the contractor reaches to a particular area, we should be able to cooperate with them. We will come back here as the caucus, the Gbarnga County caucus, the local caucus, we will start putting our blood vernacular to tell them that we got a challenge. But we want the role. The role is bigger than everything that everyone. So in doing the role, let us be prepared to play our part. So that we will not come over there and burn tires, we will not come over there and waste dirt, we will not come over there and undo what the contractor have done. When the contractor places anything in there, let it remain there so that the work can continue. All of those will help to accelerate the work. We appreciate the fact that there will be an expansion. There will be the thickness 500 millimeter and then the 8,082 kilometer as well. So we follow with interest, we will convey the sentiment to the Committee on Follow Works and also the Committee on Finance so that the government will be able to fast track the 1.3 million so that we can be able to settle our people. And our people themselves, while we settle you, be able to work along with the contractor to enhance this work. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So in addition to what our representative has said, I just want to take this time to say thank you to our president, His Excellency Dr. George Gbarnga, for his support. Because I know it's true that collective effort that are out here today. So thank you so much, Honorable Senator. We want to encourage you too. And other senators, representatives, there's open leaders, open are welcome to this. I thought if the senators, the representatives have been coming constantly on site, they will have had a clear picture of what was on the air and they will be able to explain to the public in general. But then on the contrary, it was never like that. So I encourage you, the senator, the representative, it's a very big project that's ongoing in your county, in Gbarnga County. So the senators from both locations, you are welcome and see for yourself exactly what is happening. So thank you so much to the media and the state.
Can we ask a couple of questions, Madam Minister?
Couple of questions.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the media. Well, we are in Gbarnga County. This road is paramount to national development. There is one key concern that people we've spoken to have raised, and they've stated that the moving equipment have been removed from the road, like everyone is saying. Now, what can you tell them relative to the commencement, the visible commencement of this process?
I think our senator, you are here also, our senator is here. The only thing I can tell our listening audience or to the people from Gbarnga County and local county is that the equipments are up inside. We had to slow down because of the issues we had when it's being settled. So I want to say in this open that the project has started and will not stop until we found the end of it. So I want to encourage them to say that the project has started and the work is ongoing. As you can see for yourself that everything is in tight.
Are we still on course with the 3 years duration of this project?
That adjustment, there will be a little adjustment because the delay will be high in a few months. So we will actually get back to the same as we told you, but I think it will be the same time.
Okay.
On the same place.
Okay, Madam Minister, thank you very much for your hard work. But let's go to the construction. How many contractors do we have when it comes to the implementation of this road? Because we've been looking at it from 2018 and we in 2021. How many contractors we have?
The contractor obviously is one contractor or one consultant.
One contractor. And then let's talk about this rumor that has been run. The public will want to, get a visible and a clear understanding. There has been this rumor that the government of Liberia took equipment from here. Though we came here according to the consultant, some of the equipment are not here. So we want to know whether this information is true, that you took some of the equipment to redirect it to the Ganta, that is the Gbarnga-Ganta Road or whatever. Did you ever take any equipment from the Lofa Road construction to direct it to another county?
I would say no, there was no equipment taken for this project site and another project site. I think our engineer just making clear that it is the campsite, we have other side that support both counties. So if you go to the parallel side, you see all the equipment. The problem is in that movement from place to place that the community to other thought that they will equip for people. But after the project that is free of equipment, we clear that project and we had the equipment will serve in the project like other projects.
Okay. So to the engineer, Chief, welcome again and thank you very much. Let's talk about this road. As an engineer, we talk about the duration, the delay into this time, and you've been talking really, we have not getting any set date or month that this project is going to start. The people of Lofa County, all around Liberia and the world, they are concerned that the government of Liberia has forgotten them. You're just making a statement that you're going to start, but this is just another myth that you may not start. So can you be definite to tell the public when this project will start?
First of all, we want to correct the situation, the assertion that is being made that work is not ongoing. We mentioned to you during our presentation that the work started off in 2018. We also mentioned to you the challenges along the way that brought us thus far. We went further to tell you that all of those challenges that we experienced along the way have now been resolved, basically surrounding funding from the government angle. We made it very clear to you that the partners have agreed based on negotiations made by the government, and they are going to cover total cost related to civil works. So with that being said, the energy to keep the work continuous has now been established, and that the work has started. Now we'll start, and as you travel along the route, you can effectively see what has been done to date. And if I must quantify from 2018 what has been done, we have up to 21 to 25% of actual work on site being done. And we should factor in the mobilization. If we should factor in what we have like stockpile of materials on site, it pushes that work level up to 35%. And these are things that can be verified. From this point, we move on to the quarry site, and you are going to see exactly the stockpile of material that is there. Now, that stockpile you will see there can carry us up to 15 kilometers in terms of pavement. I also mentioned to you that for the entire 45 kilometers between the start of the project to the St. Paul Bridge, which is the boundary between Lofa and Bong County, all of the drainage structures have been done. I also mentioned to you that the first aspect of the work, which is clearing, that has also been done. So this cannot be done if the work had not been started. So let us correct that. The work has started. We are now from this point going to accelerate the activities on site. And I think the clarification to the Honorable Senator, we made it clear that series of activities, which means different aspects of the work, will now be happening simultaneously.
Okay, thank you.
And the Minister, in addition, has indicated that we will have to make a little adjustment in terms of the time for completion, which means the time lost must also be gained and replaced. All right? So if we were looking at, for example, July of 2022 for completion, we may be able to go the next year, September or January, February. And that is why we said we are now going into a technical section with contractor and consultant to ensure that if we come back to you, Senator, and say, look, from this point, this is what we're going to achieve within the next 12 months, we'll be certain that it is something that is doable. And that's why we ask you to go back into our process work hard with the technical people to come back to do what actually is going to happen. May I use this time also to again re-emphasize what the minister said concerning the resettlement of project affected persons. We have gone a long way in terms of the project design to do significant amounts of widening, which is good for the road and which will be good for safety once the road is complete. But we now need to implement that aspect. All right, so we rely on you, Honorable Senator, to help us in that regard. You know, the Minister of Finance has been, you know, effective in assisting us in all of the aspects of the project, but we request that this become a priority. All right, and together we can see this project finish. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, folks, we stay here in Bond County, and we're bringing you live images from Chico's compound, where we have equipment that will be used to construct. So if you're just joining us, we're taking you to where, according to them, that they have the stock park that will be used to build about 15 plus percent of this road. Let's continue. We will bring you more view of the Gbarnga-Salayea Road construction project. You know, the news in the media has been the government of Liberia has abandoned the Lofa Road construction, and that was put forward by the senator of Lofa County, Steve Zago, say that they are not seeing actions being carried out on the Lofa Road. So he put forward a communication asking plenary to invite the public works minister to explain why progress is not being made on the Lofa Road, and that prompted this visit. The Senate had to constitute a team to come here and inspect the road to see the progress being made. So we're giving you a highlight of the road. If you just join us. Okay, so we're making our way to the next stopping point. Again, folks, if you're just joining us, welcome. This is Spoon TV, and we are live in Bond County, where the senator of Lofa County, along with the IT Public Works Minister, are currently inspecting the Gbarnga-Salayea Road projects to see whether the government of Liberia is doing what the president announced in the State of the Union address recently. The Lofa County Senator put forward a communication before the Liberian Senate that Lofa County has been forgotten by the WIA's administration with emphasis on this road construction. So that communication prompted this visit, and today he had a fruitful meeting with the contractors, the engineer folks, and the Ministry of Public Works. And according to them, this project is already ongoing and there will be some adjustment. In 2018, they signed 3 years contract. That is, the project was going to last for 3 years, but due to the delay, there will be an extension of time. And the news again, you got the equipment, that is equipment here were redirected to another county according to the Public Works Minister and other folks. That is not true. They have everything here and they're going to start up with this exercise. So we are taking a break and we will be right back. So if you're just joining us, Spoon TV coming to you live from Bone County. Again, this is the Gbarnga-Salayea Road project. And remember, this project is